Okay guys, so it's nice and warm, so we've got the door open, but unfortunately Simon will kill people down the end of the driving range if he hits this driver, so we have to have the curtains across.
So this is a live driver lesson and preview show. Oh, boom, first time.
First time, baby! Yeah! Yep, so we've had a bit of a chat going forward, and this is the shots we'd like to hit more of.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
So tell everyone what you've been struggling with this club.
Okay, so basically it's that feeling like I'm stuck on the inside, just this massive block cut horrible thing that goes really disastrous, and we pretty much worked it out that it's all face related.
Yeah, so face very open through the impact,
And a path that's into it.
yeah, so it doesn't have a chance to really hit target that often without a massive manipulation of the club face on the way through, which is obviously what we spoke about with your speed is going to be the last thing that you're going to want to do.
Yeah.
So we just worked on a couple of bits and pieces, really. Just had a little look at your grip was quite weak with your right hand.
Yeah.
Oh, and left hand a little bit, but not as much. So we had a little look at that, haven't we? And then it's just trying to get you into a more comfortable position. So you being quite tall, it's allowing you to stand up quite taller, a bit taller, so we can actually reduce some of this.
Yes, which certainly reduces the tilt, doesn't it, on the ball itself. So for me, it's feeling the feels that we've got is trying to feel like there's a straight line between my forearm.
And if I come round to there, you'll actually see that
that's a straight line.
That went nice and straight.
Yeah, so it's trying to. I know it'll never be there, but it tries to feel that.
But then what that does for you is it makes you stand very upright, which obviously for you being a lot taller, it's going to be a nice position.
And really the reference for me is just to feel like that left wrist bone is kind of nice and proud and standing tall and staying there as I make my backswing.
Yeah, keep that width both.
I know I have this tendency to do that at the top anyway.
Yeah.
And if we can reduce where it starts from, and hopefully.
So all we really spoke about was trying to set this up at address, keep that width as wide as he can on the way back, and then knowing that he will downcock it a bit Sergio Garcia like on the way down. And we've worked out that if he starts to drive it like that, we're going to write a book.
So it's definitely feeling like the face is allowing to get squarer to more closed without me having to manipulate with my hands, which I really do not want to do.
So that one's
just overturned
slightly, but if we can get
that amount of curvature is fine, as long as we know it's going to happen.
Then we can work on start points and trust in those start points after we can see the ball shape back on line.
And it's getting back to the sort of distances, that's 275 carry on that one, that I want to see without having to feel like I have to manipulate or contrive anything.
So at the speed that Simon swings it, the last thing he's going to be wanting to be feeling through this is that you said to me on the way down, didn't you? That you're actively trying to feel like the wrist angles are moving on the way down, and for me at the speed you swing it, that's not a good thought to have, really. So while Simon's whacking driver, we'll have a little look what's on tour this week, if I can make the other bit work. So we have got a return of the Irish Open.
Irish Open, yes.
They got nice golf course. Everybody gearing up for the Open. With another links style course.
So good prepping, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely.
So who is playing?
So we've obviously got Mr. McIlroy, his favourite, 13-2 at home. Then he has recruited a who's who, really.
He's done well, hasn't he?
Yes, he's done very well. So he's got Matsuyama, John Rahm, Justin Rose, Tommy Fleetwood, Thomas Peters, Cabrera Bello, Shane Lowry, Till Hatton, Fitzpatrick, Ollison, Westwood, Sullivan, Luton, Uline, the list.
Keep going,
there we go. And then Graham McDowell, Paul Dunn, Poulter.
Good year again, isn't he?
Just on and on and on. So, what are you thinking, Si? Round the links course, gearing up for the Open. So hopefully looking for somebody that's going to come into form
Yeah.
for Birkdale.
Irish guys do love it round there. I'm going to go Graham McDowell. He's been coming back into some form. He's a bit of an outsider. I mean, it's quite easy to pick McElroy. Obviously, we can't. But
No.
I think he's genuinely favourite for good reason. He'll be really motivated to win.
Yep.
But I think McDowell's going to have a good showing this week.
Okay.
That's my selection. So
Righto.
I'll just drive it down the middle of the fairway.
Go for it.
That felt good.
That felt good. How are we looking numbers wise?
Okay, a little bit
Little bit
tilty
turn.
off to the. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, absolutely fine. Yeah, 272 carry, 15 degrees tilt, so a little bit of tilt.
But we have
there.
got it turning over, so
You've got it turning over. The face is closed to the path, which is the whole thing, isn't it? The
Yeah.
path hasn't changed much, but at least the face is now closed.
and that's it. Like once we can start to do that, and you can start to feel it
Yeah.
more and more and more,
And
then
start to control
we can start on some start lines from there.
Exactly.
So
Where are you
my
going?
pick will be 2 weeks running. Andy Sullivan.
Nice.
Come on, Sully.
Yes. Did you proud last
He
week?
did me proud last week. Had a bit of a last
last
round
round?
meltdown of 3 over. We class that as a melt.
Well,
They class that as a meltdown. We class that as a pretty good day out.
Definitely starting straight there.
Good. Good.
Yeah, definitely starting straight. I like this. I like this a lot. Now we've got to start at just right centre. So PGA Tour then as well.
PGA
This is an
Tour.
exciting one.
Yeah, so this is back on the calendar this year. We have the Greenbrier Classic. And if some of you haven't seen it, we'll try and put an image up now of there was a slight bit of water about.
Yes, this was one of our first shows, wasn't it? It was in our
Yeah.
one of our first delves into this YouTube world. And yeah, talking about the flooding and everything.
Yeah.
It was cancelled. Go on then, who's playing? I know who I'm picking.
So we've
I'll
got
let you pick first, just in case you.
we've
pick
got the
same one.
favourite this week is Patrick Reed. Just let him whack that away. We've got Bill Haas, Kevin Kisner, David Lingmuth, Webb Simpson, Mickelson, Danny Lee, Tony Finau, Keegan Bradley. He had a nice hole out last week, and then his caddy made him carry his bag to the green. You see that?
Yeah, did
That
you
was
see
always
Martin
good.
Laird as well?
Yeah, that was a good one. Hit it sideways and then chipped it in. Thank you very much.
Well played, sir.
Okay, so I'm going to go with Kevin Kisner.
Ah, good. Okay, yeah, one field. Kevin Kisner, yeah.
Kevin Kisner
Solid.
for me. Solid player, having a good year. One of that ones that there's a few guys that would have been playing that event over in Europe, playing with obviously Rory's recruited them. So we'll go with that one.
I'm going to go with the tournament host. Probably not. I don't know if he's the host or not. He's certainly the most local of the Tour pros.
Yeah.
I've spent, lives very, very close. Spent a lot of time and money and effort in helping to bring the tournament back and rebuild the course.
Yeah.
Left-hander, whacks it miles.
Bubba Watson.
Hasn't necessarily had a particularly good year, sort of on and off the course. He's been quite controversial this year in some of the things he's said and done and his actions and stuff.
Yeah, and I think he was saying that. Well, I listened to an interview with him, and he was saying because he'd lost the weight, he was struggling with the golf swing.
Yeah. Which
So-
then puts puts yourself in a mental fragile state, isn't it? It's always difficult then
Yeah.
when you're not trusting him, especially for someone like him who is very, very manipulative.
Yeah, he has to trust 100% what he's doing
He's so fast.
all of the time.
But I think he's going to do well. He's going to be really motivated. That's definitely a pick with the heart rather than the head.
Yeah.
But just to say that's not wrong.
Right.
So let's whack one more away.
Yeah. I was going to say the
Try and
guys will
focus on.
what we're working on, so nice and wide on the way back, try not to feel like anything moves, so then it can move
all the way down.
on the way down.
Just stopping that grip going.
Yeah. Gonna get a bit Garcia like, aren't you?
Yeah.
Backswing and gripping.
A little bit necky, but if that's necky and fine for the fairway, we're in business.
Finding the fairway?
I reckon so. So look. Yeah. So they're all turning over.
Yeah.
So they're all starting pretty straight and all turning over to some degree, which means that if I'm
the
hit
changes
one more,
the changes that you wanted to make are happening.
Yeah.
So this, you would still regard this, guys, as not what you wanted to see. But actually, from what we've come from, where these shots were coming out in this direction.
Well, they weren't even landing on the screen. Some of them, they were disappearing before the screen.
Now to get that to be able to turn over. Now if we can change Simon's start point.
You stay on that screen. You stay on that screen. Tell me if this starts right and comes back.
The ultimate pressure. One off shot on camera.
I think I buttoned it dead straight.
You did. Dead straight.
Did. So we need that swing but starting straight, don't we?
But
it's interesting. It just shows I'm not curving it to the right.
No.
It's curving left or staying straight.
Yep.
So maybe not quite as extreme. Come on then, one more before we go.
Whoa! There's the blue line, ladies and gentlemen. That's the one we want.
Yeah. So looking at data, if you guys understand this or don't understand it, the red dot is always the last one, so that is smack in the middle. It's pretty efficient. Yeah. Right guys, so that is everything for this week.
Yeah, so fingers crossed that I have another good week, because I was well happy last week that you had a double miscut. I was just thinking, whoa, it's not me.
I know, it's been good. And I hope you enjoyed that, a little bit different, a little bit of a driver lesson there.
A few ideas that we'd sort of drummed around and then thought we'd show you guys and tell. Look, we're always working on stuff within our golf swing. Obviously not me at the minute.
No, and definitely for driving for me. If I can get the ball in play off the tee, you know, we've said it for a long time now. If I can get it in there, then I can start competing again and
100%.
You know, enjoy the game a lot more, which is what it's all about. So guys, as always, thank you very much for watching.
Put your comments in below, guys. Who do you think is going to win this week? Have a look through the betting. Normal guys, thanks for commenting. Guys, if you just get involved, just put somebody down. If you get it wrong,
doesn't matter.
I get it wrong most weeks.
Exactly, and I missed the cut on both events last week, and I thought I had two pretty good picks. So anything can happen. That's why we love
this.
Exactly, that's why we love golf, and it's getting into that sort of major season where the next few weeks are going to be really interesting leading into British Open.
Definitely.
So stay tuned, and we'll see you very soon.
Thanks a lot, guys.